think the appeal of prescription drugs is just like the easy access of it, like how all my friends were using it, how I could find it in my kitchen cupboards. I can get it easily from a doctor by lying to him.
There's a lot more knowledge, about what exactly you're taking. You know the milligram, you know the dose, you can go on different, websites and find the long-term, short-term side effects,
They could just pass me a pill and I could just swallow it without a teacher noticing in class or without my parents noticing because I wouldn't have the smell of marijuana on me.
I went on the internet because when my dad moved out, he left a lot of pills behind, and I didn't know what they were, but I knew that some of them could get me high. I knew that some prescriptions could get me high.
I can control when I want to be happy. If I want to go to sleep, I'll take these pills. If I want to be, outgoing and confident, I'm going to take these ones. If I want to get down and just relax, I'm going to take these ones.
They're safer than street drugs because you don't know what they're putting in. Maybe cocaine or ecstasy or meth. You don't know what they're putting in that, but if you get a prescription from a doctor, you know what it is, you know how much it is, you know?
I could buy prescriptions or any drug really just as fast as I can buy pizza.
So I knew it was a problem because it completely engulfed my life. I mean, woke up, first thing I thought of, man, who's got a sack, or how am I going to get money in my gas tank so I can go drive somewhere to get high?
So I just chose to ignore the fact that I was shaky all the time, that I felt really sick because I wasn't sleeping. I couldn't sit down sometimes or even just lay down or anything at night because my heart was beating so fast, and that would scare me.
You don't think, man, what are the long-term effects? What mentally, psychologically, spiritually, whatever, emotionally, what could these drugs do in the long run?
I didn't want to stop using, so I didn't want to see anything that was really going on. I didn't want to see how I was hurting myself physically.
I think when I was using, I was just so focused on getting high, I didn't really care about the future. I used to think that addicts were just the bums on the street in New York or the people shooting up heroin every day. I couldn't be an addict, I'm from the suburbs. I can't do that kind of stuff.
It makes me really sad to think about because, I wanted all this control in my life, I wanted to be in charge, but really, the substance was controlling me.
I lost a lot while I was using. I lost just time in general. I don't remember a lot of it, especially while I was using prescriptions. I blacked out a lot, and I don't remember half the things that I did in the past 3 years.
I gained nothing. I dropped out of school when I was 16.
I lost my childhood. I never had the chance to be a kid.
No, I'll take that back. I did gain some things. I gained some drug addiction. I gained multiple charges. I gained the reputation of being a drug addict. So yeah, you could say those gains are losses.
So I've talked with a lot of parents before, and a lot of them are in denial about their kids using when I was the one using with their kid. My kid would never do that. He has good grades in school.
I think that to keep their kids safer, I would tell parents to throw away their prescriptions when they're done with them, and just to be more aware of which drugs can be abused, and just be more aware of their medication in general, not just leave the bottles around, and really to talk to their kids about it.
I wish we could have talked a lot more. I wish I could have actually reached out to them and be like, hey, I feel really scared at school. I feel a lot of my friends are pressuring me.
I know for me, when I talked about using drugs with my parents more, I would feel guilty when I was using because I didn't want to lie to them.
If you really feel the need to, then, search your kid's room. Don't be afraid to ask them, hey, are you getting high, or have you gotten high? Or, do you have drugs? Do you know anybody who gets high? Don't be afraid to ask those questions, because how else are you going to expect to figure out if your kid's using or not?